Hey guys, welcome to another weekly ride along. This one's sort of a miracle, I guess, because we were supposed to have stopped and being able to do these on a weekly basis. But we're back for this one, luckily. And of course, this time again, you just got me and B-Scat.
What's up, guys? I like how you're using my nickname now. You never used to call me that. Thank you to Troublemaker for giving me that nickname. Whoop, whoop. He's actually the one that created that.
Yeah, I know.
Because I had a vote. Now, here's how that started. Sorry, guys. I gotta tell the story. My nickname on PlayStation was actually Brandon Scat, but then Troublemaker started to call me B-Scat. So then I had a debate for a while. Should my nickname be B-Scat or Brandon Scat? So I picked B-Scat, and it's been like that ever since. So that's the history of my nickname, folks.
And my nickname, basically, the champ, or B-Man the champ, just basically comes from, well, B-Man, because that's the common thing you call somebody whose name starts with B.
Wasn't that a superhero's name too in a show, B-Man?
Maybe.
It sounds awfully familiar.
But the champ also comes from the fact that I have a couple of replica title belts at home.
That's true. And you like wrestling.
That too.
And you're the champion of anime and Yu-Gi-Oh.
How about it? I don't know about Yu-Gi-Oh. I do tend to have a pretty high winning percentage against some of my friends, but I never won any tournaments or anything. So, guys, if you didn't know, a miracle happened last week on SmackDown. And yes, I checked with Satan, and no, hell hasn't frozen over. Sasha Banks retained her title.
Oh.
So, yeah, color me shocked. I would have literally bet the house on her not winning the title back, not retaining her title. But luckily I didn't do that. Oh, man. That was... I seriously wasn't expecting it. But anyway, so today we're heading towards Downsview Park, apparently. So that should be interesting. I've never actually been there.
I've been a few times back in the day. They have a good flea market. I've also been to a few wrestling shows, and I've also worked at Downsview Park. I've worked at the Toronto FC soccer stadium. I have a lot of history here. And I also have been for walks here. Yeah. Also, the Downsview subway station. I went there a few years ago.
Now known as
nice
Sheppard West.
Yeah, now known as Sheppard West, whatever. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, when they extended the line, they changed the name. Now it goes all the way out to Vaughan. It's actually kind of better. Like, I mean, not now it isn't because we can't even go there, but when Wonderland was open, it makes it a little bit easier. I think you have to...
No.
Oh, it curves, okay. I thought you maybe had to turn.
Yeah.
Red light. So what else happened on SmackDown? We got 2 new members of Team SmackDown, King Corbin and Seth Rollins, so that's going to be interesting. And Jey Uso faced Kevin Owens. Pretty decent match. I think he did. Apparently they're still continuing a storyline with Buddy Murphy, Seth Rollins, Rey Mysterio, and Aaliyah and Dominic, and God, they've been going for 6 months now. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
I think that was longer than the feud Apollo had with the Hurt Business.
It's crazy.
But apparently Murphy's back to being Seth Rollins' disciple. So, I don't know where they're going, and frankly, I stopped caring about 3 months ago, after, like, SummerSlam. That should have been, like, the end of it, if you ask me. Dominic gets a match with Seth, his first match. And, like, I get him not winning, but, I mean, it would have made more sense if he did, and then we could just... That could have been, like, the feel-good moment, and then we just move on. But no. You don't get that. We got another 3 months, and they're probably going to stretch this thing till WrestleMania, knowing them. So, yay, I guess. I know people say they like longer rivalries, but sometimes the rivalry just goes
Sorry,
too
folks, I
long.
do have to interrupt. We are passing Downsview Park military base.
Huh?
You are not allowed in there. Formerly an airport.
I mean,
And
what
speaking
airport was
of
it?
military, today is Remembrance Day
Yeah.
here in Canada, and I think in the States it's called Veterans Day. Yeah. So that's a military base. It used to be an airport.
Oh, cool. There's a escape room back there.
You know, yeah, I think I think Troublemaker's been there a few times.
Yeah, I just remember. I was thinking of doing Highway 401 again, but I was just like, no,
I
because
gotta
we've done
say
it
this
enough
fact.
times.
One more interesting fact. Back in the 2000s, this is where they had the SARS concert
Oh,
at Downsview, I believe. Yeah.
that is
I
pretty
think the Rolling
interesting.
Stones played SARS, right?
Maybe, I don't know. It's been like 17 years ago, 18 years ago. By the way, that's been something I've been wondering about for like the longest time.
What?
We had SARS, we didn't get locked down. We had the bird flu, that didn't get locked down. We had I think we might have had swine flu too or something. Didn't lock it down for that, but COVID, lock it all down, lock it all down, lock it all down. Shit, we gotta lower the cases. We gotta flatten the curve. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. Like, geez, Christ, people, relax. I'm sorry, it just annoys. And now apparently we're going back to like we got this whole color coded system, and we're going into red, which means all the restaurants and stuff are closing down again. They're saying something like half of like the small businesses aren't going to survive COVID.
You know what the next level is, right?
Yep.
Lockdown, lockdown.
Oh, but don't worry, guys. According to our Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, we're gonna get a vaccine soon. Even though he's been saying that since this whole thing started. It's just frustrating. That's all I'm saying.
On the left is the Downsview Flea Market. I've been there. Really nice flea market.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we can drive through the whole park, but we can drive through parts of it.
That's fine. It's better than
Also,
nothing.
I went to a roller derby game here, which is like the girls like.
Is that the one where they like power bomb each other and stuff?
And are on roller skates? Yes.
Yeah. They ride around on roller skates and they're like trying to like
That's
hurt each other.
That's called the Hangar. So there was actually a haunted house here that was called the Hangar. They used to do one at Downsview, and because this all used to be a military base, as I said, and there's an area called the Hangar, and they do wrestling shows there, or they did, and yeah, and that's where they do like every family day they have like a festival there, or something. I don't know. Lots of memories here, guys.
That's cool. Trying to think what else happened on SmackDown. I want to talk about, other than the couple new team members and Sasha Banks actually somehow miraculously defending her title.
Why does this look like a restricted area?
Who knows?
Anyways, we're just gonna go for a drive through the park, guys.
Yeah, I've never actually been here before.
We're actually on federal government property. What's this way? Oh, Carl Hall Road. Yeah, that's where we want to go. Let's go this way. The greenhouse. So yeah, so this is Carl Hall Road, the main road. Yeah, man.
Yeah, this place is pretty big.
It's a very large park. Also, the Pope visited here when he came years ago.
Don't they have like a Christmas thing here?
They did, I think. There's also a drive test center here too for anyone who needs to get their driver's license. I believe that's on the right.
Yeah, apparently it is on the right.
Well, they didn't.
Yeah, I know. It's Shirley.
I
They
don't
could be
know.
mine.
I thought this looks like a police station.
Maybe it is.
I don't think so. No,
Oh,
it's
you'd know better than I would.
I've been here in years. No, this is Centennial College.
Oh.
Wow.
So we're on a college campus now.
Yeah, that used to be. I'm just gonna. Oh shit! There's a car behind this icon.
I hope not.
BMO training grounds. Go to the bank. You know, I'm only gonna do UE and see if we can get down to the TFC training ground. You guys might want to see that.
I mean, you may as well. This thing's only been going 11 minutes.
Yeah, but we've got people behind us.
No, I know. Like when you get a chance.
I know. Yeah, like this isn't scary. It's like we're driving to military base. Turn around! I'm sorry.
Turn around, bright. Sorry, I had to. It's so hard to, because it's most of it like so uninteresting. Well, you definitely can't go straight. Supposed to be no exit. You can at least turn back around.
Yeah, no, we don't want to be down here.
Nope. None but school buses. Yeah, it's so hard to think about what happened on SmackDown, trying to remember if anything really interesting happened.
I think that might be a clean for security.
Maybe.
Sorry, my work's calling me. I do have to hear this, sorry. Hello? Let's hear my work call me. Hello?
Evening, this is Neil Cooper, Returns Officer of the Executive Elections Committee, Toronto Education Workers,
Sorry, guys.
Local 4400, located at 1482 Bathurst Street, Suite 200. Greetings, Toronto Education Workers, Local 4400 members. We hope this finds you keeping well and staying safe during these challenging times. The Executive Elections Committee is proposing to move the 2021 elections back 1 year by presenting a notice of
Yeah,
motion.
no, it's okay. I've already voted. Anyways, let's go on with the video, folks. Sorry about that.
It's always at the worst possible time.
Union stuff. It's okay.
It's always at the worst possible time.
Yeah, union stuff. Anyways, folks, you just heard my union person. But yeah.
Is that like a robocall kind of thing?
Oh yeah, we get them all the time.
Yeah. Funny, I never get calls from my union.
That's a good thing.
No, I know, but I'm saying like,
Well, you just ratified a contract too.
that too. Yeah, but they didn't like call me 50,000 times.
Well, they don't call me 50,000 times either.
Sure as hell seems like it. Every time I'm in the car with you, they call at least a couple times.
No, that's another number. That's not them.
Well, somebody calls you all the damn time.
Oh no, that's SmartFine. That's a whole other. That's not union. That's actually clear. Yeah, guys. So, here's the hangar. Here's where a lot of my history is. This used to be a hangar, and yeah, now this is where
Gee, what gave it away?
right.
Maybe that big hangar sign?
Whoa, what
Had to do Yui himself, I guess. Oh, that's why. So you can't really go any further. You gotta turn around.
Wow. Where's the Toronto FC thing? Oh shit, true. I don't know. Let's drive around. Oh, yo, there's airplanes in there.
Oh, cool.
That's sick, bro.
I hope that's what comes up on my thing.
Maybe that's Toronto FC behind us.
Maybe. Oh, no, that might be. Oh, there it is up ahead.
Oh. Let me see it. I don't know if you can go, go straight. This area's really been more paved compared to before. I once worked a private party here, and I met some of the players.
Cool.
Yeah, boy.
Well, I guess you can't go much further than
No,
this.
there's a gate. Yeah, so that's pretty much Downsview Park, guys. Place has changed.
Alright, well, since I can't think of anything else interesting that happened on SmackDown, I guess I'll really quick get into Raw. Team Raw is finally filled out with Matt Riddle. Or, sorry,
Oh, yo,
Riddle.
maybe I can get some video of the guys if I turn left. There are some FC players out right now.
Oh, cool.
Down there. Maybe we can go.
I think
down.
that's, it looks like the freaking women's soccer.
Maybe it is. Maybe they're Toronto FC. Oh, yo, climbing. I didn't know that.
Trudeau's
So if you
playing.
guys look really closely, there's soccer players playing. Possibly Toronto FC. We're not too sure. There are some people here
Okay, it
looking
is.
on.
It is dudes, okay.
Yeah, there are people here looking on. Oh,
Maybe family members.
true. This is a very busy night too.
Yeah. Yeah, Riddle, which is, I think it's stupid. They're just calling him Riddle now.
Yeah.
He's the fifth team member. He won a triple threat last chance match between Elias and Jeff Hardy. And then AJ Styles holds a team meeting. Sorry, Captain AJ Styles holds a team meeting. And Riddle basically brings up code names for everybody. So AJ Styles is Skipper. Let's see. Strowman is Mongoose. Keith Lee is Broly, which I don't know if it's Broly as in the character or Bro Lee, like his name, but Bro in front of it. And then Sheamus, apparently, according to Riddle, is Fireface.
That makes sense.
He's like, "Oh, you making fun of me because I'm a ginger?" He's like, "No, it's because your face always gets red. Face always goes red when you're mad." So kind of like it is now. And Sheamus is like, "Oh, what's your code name then, Dopey?" And Riddle's like, "How'd you know, bro?" So yeah, that was pretty funny. And then AJ Styles makes a tag team match, playa, between Lee and Riddle versus Sheamus and Strowman. And man, AJ Styles must not have gone to the school of being a referee because he got bumped no less than 3 times, and he still managed to get up pretty shortly afterward. So, yeah, I guess he didn't know. I guess he didn't know the first rule of being a referee. When you get bumped, you're just supposed to be down for 20 minutes. So, oh well. But Lee and Riddle won, which means 2 victories on the night for Matt. And who knows where they're going from here. Maybe they'll finally get it together next week. Who knows? But also, too, Orton was on Miz TV, and they were building a 6-man tag team match between Orton, Miz, and Morrison versus Drew McIntyre and The New Day. Which was a pretty interesting match, I gotta say. It was the main event. Orton didn't tag in once during the whole thing, I guess because he was paranoid that Miz was gonna... If he got tired, Miz was going to cash in Money in the Bank. And Orton even said during the Miz TV segments, like, look, if you're going to cash in, do it now. And then he's like going into some backstage stuff about Miz and Morrison. Like, I forget what exactly he said, something to Miz about, like, I should have never let you back in the locker room or something like that. Because apparently, like, way back when Miz was first starting out, he got kicked out of the locker room for some reason or another. I can't remember what exactly. And Lashley defended the U.S. title against Titus O'Neil, but it was like maybe 30 seconds. Titus did get in some decent offense, though, so give him that. But yeah, Lashley retained his U.S. title. It was an impromptu match. And next week, the Hurt Business, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin are challenging the New Day for the Raw Tag Team titles. And Drew McIntyre is finally getting his rematch for the WWE title against Randy Orton. So that's going to be interesting. Now, I'm not too sure about who's going to win both of those matches because here's the thing. Between the New Day and the Hurt Business, I like both teams. So this is hard for me to pick. But it would be maybe a little bit better if Hurt Business won. That way we wouldn't have a face versus face match between New Day and Street Profits. And so like that makes more sense to me. That's what I kind of like to see more. And Orton just won the title, so I don't see them taking it off of him yet. But if you'll recall, 2017 and 2018, when they were going to have the champion versus champion matches, WWE champion versus Universal champion, both times just before the pay-per-view they switched champions. 2017 it was scheduled to be Jinder Mahal, but then AJ Styles won the title in London of all places. And then 2018, Daniel Bryan won the title from AJ Styles to go on to face Brock Lesnar. So who knows? This is really tough to call, but as far as my predictions go, I'm picking Hurt Business to win the Raw Tag Team titles, and I'm gonna say, because I want to see it more, I'm gonna say Drew McIntyre wins the title back so he can go on to face Roman Reigns. And that makes more sense too for Miz, because the heel cashing in another heel isn't exactly like the best idea, if you ask me. But anyway, those are my thoughts. What about you, man? Who do you think's gonna win?
When is this match? Sorry, I just zoned out.
Of course you did. It's on Raw next week.
Who's McIntyre facing? Sorry, I do not keep up to date.
I just said he got his WWE title rematch against Orton.
I think Orton's winning.
Orton versus Reigns. What about New Day versus Hurt Business?
Hurt Business.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we talk about Ricochet? Beat down this week?
Yeah, nobody likes... I don't know what it is about the guy. Nobody seems to like Ricochet on Raw at all, because first he was feuding with the Hurt Business, and Alexander turned on him. Now he's feuding with another of his buddies, Ali, in Retribution. So, poor guy. Like, I don't think anybody can... And also, too, where's Apollo been? I haven't seen Apollo in a few weeks. So yeah, I feel bad for the guy. But yeah, he had a match. Apparently it was a really good match, but I skipped past it because I just didn't care. I stopped caring about Retribution ages ago. I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, so this is funny because this was like a few years back when Trouble was still driving. Like he was supposed to drop off Lilith, right? A friend of his. And like she lived at Sheppard and Young or whatever, but for some reason he went totally he kept going like in this direction now, westbound. When he should have, like, I think he was supposed to turn like right or something, but he ended up turning left and he was going westbound. And we're doing this for like several kilometers, and we're finally like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I didn't know. I thought we were supposed to go the other. I thought we were supposed to go this way." I'm like, "No." Anyway, yeah, that was funny.
We're away from Downsview now, guys, because we ran out of ideas. We're going along Sheppard West.
Yeah, just go along here for a little bit. Not sure what else to really talk about as far as WWE is concerned. Hopefully you guys, if you hadn't had a chance to go watch all those Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels I put up recently.
They're really good. I was watching them the other day.
Oh, thanks, man.
And also always like them.
Yeah, I especially I like how epic some of them were when I was watching them.
Yeah.
Like back and forth, back and forth. It's funny, the first couple of those are maybe not even 10 minutes, and the other two were like half an hour. I would have edited them down. I would have cut them down, but it was such a pain in the ass to do. Same with most of these videos. Like I would have cut some stuff down, but I don't know. Oh, here's Jane Street. Go north along here, you end up at Canada's Wonderland. What do you think? You think it'll be open next year, finally?
Possibly.
I doubt it, honestly.
We'll see.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I'd love for it to be open. It's just like if it still baffles me how it wasn't part of stage 3. It really does, because they were ready. They had all these safety protocols in place. They were all ready to go.
I agree.
And then Forward's just like, nah, man, just stay closed.
Did you hear their safety plan? Like, they had a medical tent set up and everything.
Yeah, and they were going to do screening, and they were going to max out capacity.
Theirs was the best bet, and not only that, they were going to have an app, and like security would monitor it, and then if there were crowds, they would actually dispatch people to go and break up the crowds.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
On top of that, they would have like maximum capacity, right? Like maybe like 10, 20%,
Right.
which would have been great. That would have been like freaking old. I want to say old school, but for a long time, they had season pass holder preview night. Well, they still do, but I'm saying for a long time it used to be purely just season pass holders, which was a great perk. You buy a season pass, not only can you go anytime you want, but for the Friday before the park was scheduled to open for the season, you get to go. It was just season pass holders, nobody else, and it was great. It was at night. It was evening, but still, it would get dark pretty quickly, and then it was nighttime. You get to go on the night rides. You don't have to worry about crowds at all. There was maybe, I don't know, a couple thousand people in the park, tops.
Yeah.
But when they decided to add the Bring a Friend program, which really, I really think they should have done, but I digress. When they decided to bring that in, it was pretty much just a basic, the season pass holder preview night was like a basic Saturday at Wonderland. And if anybody's ever been there on a park on a weekend, you know what I'm talking about. I don't mean Saturday like springtime. I mean Saturday like summertime. That's how bad it was. And that really, for the longest time, that really just, like, I still went, but I didn't like it that much because I didn't like the fact having to wait in line to go on rides that I shouldn't have had to. I normally didn't have to. And it was a lot of fucking people there. So, like, if there's one thing I don't miss about Wonderland, it's that. But if they had opened with like the maximum capacity, like 20%, like, sure, it would have been a pain in the ass to try and be able to get tickets if they're capping at 10, 20, whatever percent it was. Would have been a pain in the ass to get tickets, but you just book as far in advance as you can, and then just make sure you're available to go that day, and then just go.
Exactly.
No, just shut it all down, keep it all closed. You know why they did it, right?
Why?
Because Cedar Fair is a separate company. They're not owned by the government of Ontario.
Oh yeah.
Canada's Wonderland's under. I mean, yeah, their property is in Ontario, but they don't. Cedar Fair doesn't operate in Ontario, so like they're not out of there. They're from the States. So I think the big reason why is because the government couldn't get money out of it for letting Wonderland open. Who knows? It might just be a conspiracy. Okay, I think we should wrap this up pretty soon. Finch. We're back on Finch. Okay.
No, we're on Weston.
Yeah, well, we're back at Finch.
Yeah.
Weston and Finch. I think the Weston bus used to on weekends during the summer take you to Wonderland too. I don't know if it still does, but. Steel, so I guess that's a good place as any to end off. Anyway, so that'll do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have all like 5 minutes of this, probably all 5 minutes of it, and let's see. Well, probably not next week. I guess we'll see how things pan out.
Still, it's fine.
So, yeah. See you hopefully soon, guys. Later.